Howdy ho, and season's greetings. Welcome back to Destination, your place for all things Destino. I'm your host, Poteet, and joining me today, we will be discussing Season 7. That's right, 'tis the season, Bora Bora. We have 4 players at the moment. We may be expanding later on. But first up, in 7th place, we have Sherlip. How are you doing today, Sherlip?
Doing great. How about you?
Doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. Next up, we have 5th place, Javier. How you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Great to have you. Next up, in 2nd place, Arlie. How are you today, Arlie?
I'm doing fantastic, Poti. I'm so excited to be here.
Glad to have you. And last up, the winner of the season, Moo. How you doing today, Moo?
Hello, I'm doing pretty well. How about you, Petite?
Doing great. Thank you very much. So, Bora Bora, Season 7. So this season happened a while back, but for a long while you were ranked as the #1 season until Season 13 just took you over in the rankings. Um, so definitely a lot of good stuff to talk about, of course, that being ranked that high. But let's just kick off at the beginning of the game. You were sorted into 2 tribes. Divided by your play style, whether you were more emotionally driven, the Heart Tribe, or strategically driven, the Mind Tribe. So I'm just curious, what were those initial days like? What were sort of the dynamics of those tribes? Whoever wants to kick it off, go for it.
I guess I could begin because I'm the only heart here.
Yeah.
So I was on the Austral tribe, the Heart tribe. The first few days, because we didn't lose a single challenge, it was very chill. We all got along. I was less social than I wanted to. I mean, my only real connection was Neb and Jameson, but as a whole, as a tribe, we were all like, we were very, it was very chill. Like, we didn't have anything going on, really. Yeah, it wasn't very that exciting yet.
For me, like what really solidified day one was um honestly meeting Hula. Cause like in every org I need to meet someone early on who I can like have as a #1 ally. And Hula was like so fun to talk to early on. And that really shaped my way for the early game.
Yeah. For me, it was I had just come off of a different season, and I knew a couple of people from that. So luckily, we I don't know. I feel like there was just a slight like already liking for a couple of us of just like wanting to work together. So that helped. Just immediately, we had like I think it was me, Sherlip, Cam, um, Isaiah. I think that may be it.
I think we tried to bring in Hula because we kind of knew that Hula was aware that.
But Hula was very just I don't know. It was hard for us to get a read on Hula right away, so we just kind of didn't end up doing that.
But we ended up bringing in Clinton.
Yup. Oh yes, you're right. You're right.
And then when Clinton got voted out, not that we brought in Arlie after the fact. Arlie was kind of like always part of it, but was just on the other tribe for the first part of the game.
Yup.
Yeah, I can confirm.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because
Sorry,
you guys had 6 people from that one Canadian season, Devil's Cauldron. Technically, because Cole also played in that season. Um,
but Cole was not a part of it.
yeah.
Cole was not anything to do with that, and we did not even realize
Yeah, it
Cole
was,
played in that season until
After he got voted
much
out.
later. We were like, "Oh, Cole was in Devil's Cauldron."
Yeah. Because you guys mentioned like bringing in Hula, but I think Hula knew that like if he joined in, he would be like just on the bottom of of a 5-person alliance. So he tried to strike back at the vote where Ronnie went out, but it just didn't work out. And
That was a pretty eventful early vote. Like that was like 3rd tribe one. We were like already like blindsided and stuff.
yeah, that vote was insane.
That was great. But didn't you vote with us too? No, who was our fifth?
No, it was Clinton who
It
flipped
was
with you
Clinton.
guys.
That's right, and it was you, Ronnie, and Hula that voted the
Yeah.
opposite way.
I knew it was gonna be Ronnie, but I was like, I preferred not to betray Hula, and technically I shouldn't have even known that Ronnie was getting votes, so I just voted out in the minority on purpose.
Yeah, but I think we told you, didn't we?
Did you guys tell me? Well, I think like one or two people like kind of mentioned it to me.
Because we don't want to leave you out of the vote.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Basically, I think what happened was there was obviously us four. I think we didn't bring in Clinton fully until we realized that we're gonna need Clinton, or it's gonna be 4-4 if you guys had already brought in Clinton, and then Clinton was down because he had nobody. Like he was gonna be the next vote if we were just gonna keep going by who's the most active or least active. Clinton was next, but then you guys were kind of turning because you guys saw that we were working together, and we were like, oh, they're kind of like we should get one of them out as well because
I don't even.
I think it was because the swap. We thought a swap was coming, so we just wanted to make sure that we'd rather have Clinton more than one of you guys, basically.
Right,
Yeah.
but I thought for whatever reason, and I don't might be wrong here, but I thought that the reason that we pulled in Clinton was because we knew he was going to be an easy number for us because you guys were already targeting him.
I
But
think
they voted Isaiah.
both.
They voted Isaiah. They were just throwing out Clinton as a decoy because he was just an easy vote. Like everyone, like on paper, everyone would agree on, but like no one is actually going to
Exactly.
do Clinton.
Right.
Clinton's name got thrown out by like everyone, and then one side actually wanted Ronnie, and the other side actually wanted Isaiah. So
Yep.
that's like how the lines got drawn.
Yep. That's
I wonder
basically.
what would have happened if like there wasn't a swap.
Yeah, well, I think the whole reason of us telling you and Hula was because we feared that if we were honest, if we got swapped and one or two of us was with one or two of you guys would turn on us if we didn't tell you guys about the Ronnie vote beforehand. And,
Okay.
well, Hula ended up turning on Isaiah and Clinton right after the swap, anyways. But
That swap screwed Isaiah and Clinton.
It did.
Hula was most likely to flip, anyways.
I think if there's no swap, it's probably an Austral steamroll, so it's probably a good thing for y'all that that did not happen.
Yeah, we sucked at challenges.
Even though
bad.
Charlotte, Moo, and I were the only people to ever win like an individual immunity, the Hearts were just so much better at challenges for some reason, like as a group.
Wow, we only
Yeah.
had 3 different people win immunity?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we all won 3 of them, right?
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, I think I was throwing them at some points, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I threw some of the early merge ones.
Well,
Charlotte
why?
won them and just made himself a
Oh,
target.
the individual ones. I see.
Yeah, the individual ones.
I don't even think I was trying
Sorry,
to
I
win
thought you
them.
said pre-merge. I was like, what?
Oh no.
Never mind. Oh, that was a shock for a second.
So I'd actually like to bring up another question about these early days. So in addition to uh, the Hearts versus Mind Tribe, there's another early twist in the game with soul connections. So all of you were paired up with a player from the opposing tribe. What sort of impact did soul connections have on your games, if any?
None.
Yeah.
I would. There was my soul collection was Logan, and I had base almost no connect. Like that did not really affect my game until I think. Wait, were me and Logan the last two?
Yes, you guys were the last two.
Yes.
Okay,
Y'all
yeah.
won the power.
Yeah, it's like in the back of my head, I always wanted to like once we got to like 2 people left, like or 2 connections left, 3. I was like always trying to keep like if like Logan's name comes up, I'll try. But it ended up like pretty much like it just happened that like just how things happened. I didn't need to. Like Logan's name didn't really come up. I think like it was always a decoy, but it was never a serious vote. That
I
like
feel like everyone that was on a tribe with their soul connection voted their soul connection out.
yeah, and then after the very next vote after Logan, like me and Logan got the whatever advantage it was, we like Logan went home, and I was one of the people that voted Logan. So yeah, it didn't really affect it too much, but I actually wanted to keep him that one tribal. Like after I got the advantage too, and I ended up voting him. I wanted to keep him because it was a whole thing. I just remember wanting to keep him. I don't remember entirely, but I'll probably remember.
Yeah, Logan as a player was like really interesting because like he had potential to be a good ally, but he ended up being like the easy boot. So at one point, it just had to be him.
Yep.
I don't even remember him being an easy boot. I remember it taking us like 3 times to actually get him out.
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
not an easy boot, but an obvious target, you know?
He was always a decoy. He was never a serious. Like he was never anyone's serious thing. Like the very first merge vote, they threw out Logan, and they were like I'm pretty sure the Hearts threw out Logan, and then after that, he just became an easy decoy for everybody. But no one ended up actually voting him until
No, the first merge vote, he almost went home.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He
Like
got 4
but
votes.
the Hearts told us let's have an easy vote, or no, sorry, the Minds said wait, were we the Minds or Hearts? Jeez.
We were the
We were the
Mines.
Mines.
Yes, okay, so it was the Hearts. Yes, the Hearts told us that let's have an easy vote with Logan. That was like the whole thing, and then they ended up just all voting Cam and with Hula, and then Cam went home.
So I'm looking at the voting chart. Why did Arlie vote me at the merge?
Because we do a little trolling, I guess. I don't remember.
Yeah, that was weird.
I think I just did it for fun. I genuinely do not remember why I did that. I think it's because I didn't want to vote out Cam.
Yeah, I think it was something like I think you said something like that. You were like you didn't want to vote Logan, but you also didn't want to vote Cam, so you just went for something in the middle.
She just threw a vote out there.
Yeah, I threw a burn vote because it didn't matter. It didn't matter who I voted. It doesn't change anything.
Arlie's just employing that classic Bora Bora strategy of beating up who you want to beat up and hugging who you want to hug.
I mean, you could have tied the vote, I think.
No, you
if you voted
definitely.
Logan.
Yeah, you
I could not have tied it. It would have been a
Yes,
6-5.
No.
I think the voting chart is incorrect. It was a 6-5 already.
No. The vote was. I'm looking at it in the
There
thing.
was a Black Pearl though.
6-5. It was 6-5-1.
Yeah. So it could have been a 6-6.
It could
Well,
have.
no, wait. 1,
The
2,
Black Pearl.
3, 4.
The Black Pearl.
It was technically 6-4-1, but then there was a Black Pearl from that Logan got. So because of that, it was 6-5-1.
Oh,
So
okay.
you could have tied the vote.
Damn.
But it wouldn't have mattered. I don't think so.
I don't
Unless
think
the
I-
Black Pearl carried over.
I think
I don't
it doesn't impact my game. It doesn't impact my game regardless.
And
It
Black Pearl
doesn't-
would not carry over, I believe, is the ruling.
Right. So he Logan Cam was going out either way.
Yeah.
That was crazy though. But
Yeah.
Cam vote.
we
Cam
we-
vote was crazy.
we got to go back to the swap though. That first vote.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's go back. Let's go back.
Yes.
Oh God, no! Oh yeah,
Yes. Oh my god.
it was that vote. Okay.
But can we talk about how that whole vote even went down because Cam self-voted by accident? Cam literally self-voted because y'all moved the deadline up like an hour.
Oh God, yeah, it would have been a 5-3.
Then it tied, and then Cole went on a weird rant.
Cole messaging me nonstop, like, "What the fuck? You'd really vote out your soul partner? We
Oh
can have a
my
power in this
goodness.
game." And I'm just
Oh
like,
my
"I don't care. I want you gone."
Oh. Oh man, just everything about that that vote was just so. I don't even know. Don't even know what word to describe it with. Just so something. Just the whole rant. I wasn't. I remember like not being on for the whole rant, and then coming back on and reading through, and just being like in shock of what I'm reading. It was just so. Honestly, it was just so funny to me.
It was incredible. Cam self-voting was somehow the highlight of the game.
Yeah.
And then, are you gonna keep a self-voter over me? Oh man.
Oh.
I love the fact that Cole's whole thing was, we knew this would happen. We knew she would self-vote.
Because she said that I don't know if I'll be able to vote in time or something. I don't know what it was,
Well,
but she
no,
said,
they said they claimed that she was inactive. And I was like, what? She's more active than most of the people on this
she
tribe.
wasn't inactive. Yeah, his whole argument was like she's inactive because she had one self vote, but like the one self vote was because she had like finals or something. Like she had an actual legitimate excuse. So, and she was active more than him the rest of the game.
Yeah,
Well,
like
'cause he was gone.
Elizabeth. I love Elizabeth. I love Elizabeth, but she's like one of the least active social players I've played with.
It was infuriating trying to talk to her.
And
I would get
the
like
thing was-
one-word responses back every time.
The
I
thing
mean,
was when
I
they
wouldn't
went
say
down-
infuriating, but because I like Elizabeth, it's just like in terms of the social dynamics of that tribe, it was clear that like the five people like on top were the five most actively social people, and then like Logan, Elizabeth, and Cole were probably the three worst socially on that tribe.
And it wasn't even because they were the socially worst off that they became targets. It was just because we were voting by tribal lines.
Well, I wasn't, but
Honestly, I talked to Elizabeth more than Cam during the swap.
I definitely talked to both, not that much, but Cam and I were doing 7th Challenge Fresh Meat,
Oh.
so I had that connection with Cam. And Elizabeth, I probably had played a game with her before, but it didn't really matter at all. But yeah, this was like right when that other game happened, like Canadian and then 703. So
Yeah.
like there was a lot of crossover between those two games into Bora Bora. I don't
Because
think
I felt so awkward on that tribe. Because you guys were like, I was in an alliance with 4 people who all knew each other, and then just me.
The best was how somehow me and Cam and Arlie and Javir were all working together to find this idol non-stop for like hour-long calls every day. And
Yes.
somehow Mia just finds it on their own.
I'm so good at finding idols. I don't know why, but I always find them.
We
It's
were just talking, trying to ramble stuff off, and
There was-
Cam goes 39 days, one survivor, and I'm just like, wait, holy shit, that's it!
Yeah.
And by then it was gone.
And then it was gone. Yeah. There was. The thing was, we reached an absolute low point. Like, reached a low point where we were just like, no, we are like this idol method is stupid. We cannot find this. Why cannot we find this? Are we dumb? Like, what's going on? And then like 10 minutes later, we're like all screaming that we finally found it, and then we go back to a low when we realize it's taken.
I love our logic of, if the 4 of us together can't find this fucking thing, nobody has it. There's no way.
They're like, maybe nobody's just got it. Like, there's like maybe everybody's just given up because this is just too complicated.
I want to
Like,
know
the
how.
hint got posted, and I found it like 5 minutes after.
I want to
Yeah.
know how far before us you found it.
we had like a combined 3 brain cells, and then Moo had like a 4 brain cells, so Moo got it first.
We can look at the timestamps if you guys want.
I might have
I'm
left that
still-
server. I don't remember.
I did leave the server
I'm in the server, so I can check when I.
because you found it the same second I did, because we both typed it at the same time.
Where I cannot. Oh, I found it. Okay, I forgot it has a pink. I was looking for like a purple logo, but it's like a pink logo, so I just wasn't looking in the right spot. I'm gonna go find out why I voted Moo. By the way, I'm gonna look for that because I'm intrigued as to why I even did that.
That was great. And then we spent like the next 2 challenges debating whether to throw the challenge. I think we did throw it to get Elizabeth out, but I made it so obvious.
Oh my god, it's because I voted Charlotte first, but Charlotte was immune, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll vote Moo.
Wait, why did you vote me?
I think I was just throwing my vote. Oh, it was because it was like right before the deadline too. So, because I think I was swamped with work, so I wasn't very active. That's so embarrassing for me.
Gosh.
I'll vote Moo.
Wait, why?
I feel bad for Elizabeth because we really just kind of threw that challenge to get her out.
We did?
We did.
Oh, I didn't even throw. Y'all threw.
Oh no, it was only
I don't think-
like Sherlip and Javier.
I don't- Did I throw that too?
It was like Sherlip and one other person.
I think it was Chairlip and Cam, and I don't think I did.
By,
I was
Oh.
by
pretty sure I was-
principle, I usually don't throw. I usually don't throw pre-merge immunities as like by
pretty sure I
principle.
was slightly against it.
See, and then I was the one that said we should have thrown it again to get Logan out, and y'all didn't do that, and then Clinton ended up going home instead. I was like, that was not a smart move.
No,
I
I think Isaiah went out, and then we voted out whoever we voted out. Who did we vote out first again?
No, Isaiah
No,
went
no.
out. Isaiah went out, and then we saw what happened. So we're like, shit, we gotta throw it, or else Clinton's gonna go home.
Yeah,
So
we
then we
voted.
got Elizabeth
Yeah.
out, and I was like, we need to throw the next one.
But if we threw
But then
two,
they took-
two challenges, we're getting everybody mad at us. Like even like people on our own tribe would have been mad at us. I
Yeah.
think if we threw two.
Oh, I just looked the last pre-merge challenge. I just completely flopped. Oh my god! I'm trying to see who threw that challenge that you say we threw.
It was Sherlip and one other person.
I
remember
definitely
'cause
think I threw
already
it
had
because
it
I
done.
remember it. I remember it being like it was either counting the emojis or
The last
It was-
one that was chaotic counting.
Oh, it was missing vowels. Yeah, everyone threw except for like me and Elizabeth, Logan, and Moo.
Oh, I did throw then. I thought I
No,
did.
yeah, you didn't throw. You got 11 out of 15, so you just kind of sucked.
and then
Yeah,
I got like 0.
that,
You got
that
3.
sounds about right. Yeah.
Oh,
I got
Cam got 9 out of 15, so I don't know. I think Charlotte might have been the only one throwing.
Cam got
I-
9 out of 15. There's no way Cam didn't throw that.
I think Cam basically was like, I'm gonna try to like smart throw this and like suck, but not suck as that it's like so super obvious that I threw. Basically, I think.
Oh,
That's
I didn't give a shit. That's the thing.
I'm
Oh,
looking at the swap challenges, and like the only person who was like regularly beating me was Sherlip, except for that one challenge that he threw.
got 3 out of 15.
I mean, I'm not a subtle player. Y'all know that.
Yep.
I mean, like I didn't even throw it. I don't understand. I don't know why I didn't throw. I think it's just because I don't like throwing challenges, but unless it's like in the post merge. But damn.
I mean, I was thinking ahead because I knew that if we had Clinton as the numbers, then the whole final 11 with Cam going home probably doesn't happen.
Well, that wouldn't have happened if Hula didn't flip, but that was because
It was bound to happen.
the thing was I honestly didn't think Hula had flipped until it happened. I thought Hula maybe had voted them because just to be in the numbers, but I thought at the merge Hula would join back with us.
The only reason Cam went home was because Hula flipped.
Yep.
Which was the
And
correct
we-
decision.
Yeah, we actually thought Hula was with us. Like I remember being shocked that Hula actually had flipped.
I mean,
Yeah,
Hula,
I don't know.
I think the way Hula did it was like kind of bad, but I think the move itself was correct. Because like Hula would have been on the bottom of our group. Like let's not lie. I mean,
But it's like Hula was on the bottom of the other group too.
And then Hula just got replaced by Amanda.
You know, not to flex, but like none of this stuff, none of these mistakes mattered to me because that's not why I lost the game.
You literally only lost the game at Final Four.
I know.
But it
I mean,
I
Hula
was-
could have beat Arlie at FTC. I could see
Heck
it happening.
no.
we'll get there
Hell
at
no.
some point.
I was voting for Hula, like unironically. I was voting for Hula.
Go to hell.
No, I was 100% voting Arlie at Final Tribal until Mew came in with that bomb ass everything. kind of destroyed FTC with like one of the best FTCs I'd ever seen in my life. I was like, fuck, okay.
I think I was pretty excited between you two, and then Final Traveler just was like, oh yeah, it's pretty clear now.
At least you got Neb's vote.
I
That's all
think
that
I-
really matters.
I think I would have won against Hula and Jameson for sure, but I didn't. It doesn't matter because I just fucking am an idiot.
I think
What I-
Hula wasn't too bad, but I think everyone at Ponderosa just disliked. Basically, all the jury just disliked Hula because of the way Hula played. So yeah,
Hula gets votes. I know Hula probably gets votes.
but
I
I think you win though. I do think you win though.
I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think I played a very impressive game. I think I played a very lucky game. I got very lucky. Because I had the pregame connection. I had. Well, we'll get all to this later.
We're at final 11, final 10.
I don't know. We're not really going in order anymore.
We discussed the cam vote, and so I suppose we can go right after that right now. Would be
Okay, why don't
Oh.
I have a vote at the final at the following vote? Why did
I
I
think
lose
you
my
lost
vote?
it from the auction.
That makes sense. I just don't remember. It's been
Yeah,
so
wait.
long.
The twist was you could what's the twist like? You
You
got
either lose your vote at 10 or you lose
yeah.
your vote at 9.
10 or 9, or was it 11?
It was one of the two, but either way, that was when you decided to lose your vote.
Yeah.
And then there was the point where I just went all in, flipped Amanda. That was incredible. That was like, what, a 3-4 hour voice chat with just me and Amanda?
You flipping
Basically-
Amanda was huge.
That saved us. I mean, it didn't save us in the long run, but it gave us a lot more time.
And
Because, like, I don't even know what happened because we'd assumed there were just a bunch of duos. And that was when I basically went to Amanda and I was like, look, if everyone's as close as they think they are, they're leaving you out of stuff because we know of things that you're not part of. And it was like 3 hours of me and Amanda just vibing. And at the end of it, she was like, yeah, I don't really trust them. And I'm like, you shouldn't trust them because they're not looking out for you. They're looking out for themselves. So that was when I got the plan where we flipped on Neb. And that was, I think that was just.
It was the 4-2-2 where I played my vote blocker to on Z, and we know Z had an idol, so it basically forced Z to play his idol because his
Shouldn't-
vote got blocked.
that was
Right.
genius. That was so good.
That was
Yeah.
a great round.
That vote
Yeah.
in general was like fantastic.
Hello.
We were just talking about you.
Yeah, we
Really?
were.
What were y'all talking about? What were y'all saying about me behind my back?
We were just
We were
about your
talking
vote
about the Neb
No,
vote, how
not your
you
vote,
got forced to
Neb.
use your idol.
Yes, I did.
out.
It went so well. That went really well for me. I loved having that idol. Kidding. Oh man, it's been so long.
Yeah, it
since
really
this
has.
season. I need to go back to the server and look.
That's what I'm
Actually.
doing right now. I've been doing that.
I'm just looking at the voting chart, trying to
Same.
remember my hand.
Yeah, we voted Neb out there, and that gave us back the numbers basically.
Because then it was basically just Z, Jameson, and Hula on the bottom,
Yep.
and Logan.
And Logan.
But Logan was kind of like flipping, flopping back and forth.
But Logan wanted to I've been doing- actually work with
Yes,
us
I did.
around this point in the game.
And at the end of it, you lose your vote at 10 or
Yeah.
you lose
Like
your vote at 9.
he actually did idle because his vote. Like maybe
Yeah,
maybe
like-
I'm just stupid that I like.
We were just
believe
talking
that,
about you.
but I thought he did.
Yeah, we
right?
were.
Like, right before his vote out. I thought he
Hello.
was actually
Fantastic.
wanting to vote with us, but he just had some crazy plan, and we were like, "What is he doing?" And then we were like, "Okay, this is an easy vote." I think.
Yeah, I think working with Logan was like actually a pretty good option long term for you guys. Because he was like
that's what I was saying. I was telling
Yeah.
Cheryl, I was like, Logan is Logan's wanted to work with us, and essentially, didn't he like almost vote himself out because he voted Z because he believed me, and it would have been a tie between him and Sherlip if he hadn't
Wait,
Z.
that's right. Oh my god, I
Yeah.
remember
So it
that.
ended up being a 4-3-1.
Because of the pearl, right?
Yeah, the Pearl also was a
The
part
pearl.
of that.
Oh yeah, the pearl. The pearl.
The pearl
Oh my god.
negated a vote from me, I think.
Yep.
Because I had the white pearl.
Logan actually really helped us that vote because he like spread kind of like chaos for us, and they flipped the vote from. I think they were originally targeting someone else, and they decided to vote Sherlip over. Maybe it may have been me.
And then I think the next vote, we just split the vote between Z and Hula, and Z just went home.
Yeah.
It was pretty straightforward because they even voted each other.
Yeah, there was some somewhat straightforward. I'm pretty sure that vote was. Everyone thought an idol would have been played that vote.
Well, didn't people think I had a second idol or something?
I did.
Yeah,
I'm
people
pretty sure
did.
I put it on my parchment. I literally said
Isn't
idol play
no?
part 2.
When did Mia play the idol?
Final 7. It was the vote after.
Oh, that was the tribal. I went home
Yeah.
because we didn't know what the fuck was happening. Oh my god, that voice chat!
Yeah,
Oh.
and
All
that was
all
he was
5 of
cold.
us on that fucking voice chat, planning everything out, and then as soon as you said you were like, I voted for Hula, and then 5 minutes later, after the votes were locked, you're like, I voted for Jameson. I was like, he's lying. I know he's fucking lying. I know something's gonna happen. So it was 2-2-2, and that last vote came up, and I knew it was gonna have my name on it. I was like, damn it.
Ha 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 ha.
That was cold for
That's-
being in the call. I don't think I could have done that.
That's the best move I've ever done ever. Like, I'm not even kidding.
And then I copied you. Ugh, that was the most influential thing that ever happened to me in orgs, because then I used that when I played main. That was like absolute savagery and like 10,000 IQ.
I think, like, out of, like, the 2 biggest moves I made were the Charlotte blindside and then making sure that Rocks happens, just because I needed it to happen.
Yeah, we had rocks at Final 6. Can we just like take a minute and realize that how crazy that is?
Yeah, so I figured like one of my only ways to like get to the end was for Amanda to be rocked out. So I had to rely on that because no one wanted to vote Amanda out. So Rocks was the only way Amanda could really go home. So it worked out. I remember I was at work and I was like, the shift was like had just started, and I was like, my eyes were glued to my phone. Because we were like slow. We were showing like a dumb movie that didn't get much traffic.
Who were the votes between on that? Like who?
Me and Hula.
Moo and Hula. So it would have been it probably didn't change that much really.
Oh
no
no,
matter
it
who
did.
goes home.
Oh no. I mean, if I hadn't been like into tie, I was flipping. I was not going to rocks.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
There was for me there was really no way I was flipping because, well, I ended up going home 4-1 next vote anyways. But I was like, and that was my fear. I was like, if one of like us, like the 2 other people I'm voting with, like one of us 3 goes home, I am going home next vote 4-1, and then it ended up happening. So
you needed Jameson to get rocked out.
yeah, like that was the only way I had a chance to make the end at that point after Sherlock went home the one right before. So
no, honestly, I was
about
planning on voting you out anyways.
I think the smarter move at 5 would have been to vote out because I wasn't immune. So Javier probably wouldn't have won final immunity.
I was never winning immunity.
So I think from Hula, Jameson, and Moo, they could have just taken the shot at me, and then got Jameson or Javier out next.
I mean, that's fair.
I remember trying so hard to convince everybody. I came to everybody with different types of rants and just trying to get people to flip, and it just like I feel like that kind of didn't help my case. I feel like everyone was like, wow, he is really playing, and that just didn't help even more.
I think you could have flipped it on me if you really wanted to.
I'm sure I tried. I think I tried to flip it on everybody at some point because I was so
Yeah.
desperate.
But that's probably what sealed your fate, because we probably all reconvened and were like, hey, yeah, isn't he just like trying to get y'all to
Yeah,
flip?
exactly. No, I went absolutely just like desperate mode, and it did not help.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Arlo, you do make a good point that, like, voting you out was probably safer, but the thing is that, like, we didn't know 100% that, like, Javier wasn't gonna win final immunity, and he was by far the biggest threat to win, I think. Like,
That's fair. But then
Oh,
I
I
could
100% vote Javier if he makes it
in
to
a
the end.
in
yeah,
a
I was
perfect
voting Javier too.
Moo, in a perfect world, you go home at 4. Well, not in a perfect world. In a perfect world for my game, you would have gone home at 4.
Yeah.
But I'm an idiot.
I just want to go back and say that now that All Stars has also happened, Amanda has two of the most tragic endings in Destino.
Oh yeah, poor Amanda.
How did Amanda go home in All Stars?
2-1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucked. It was like the vote before the merge too.
I've
Yeah.
I've been that 2-1 vote before a merge.
Oh,
That's a
and then
painful.
Megan got second, and then Poteet got third. So yeah, it changed. It would have changed everything.
Yeah.
Wasn't
So, I mean,
All Stars?
honestly, Amanda was not gonna do well either way. Like, I think with her gameplay style, it didn't work well with All Stars anymore. But,
Amanda was doing well up until that point.
no. I'm sorry, Amanda was like a delight to talk to, but no one trusted her.
Amanda wasn't really talking game with people at that point,
Yeah.
and so nobody
She
really
was
had
very
a game
social.
connection with Amanda.
Yeah, because I played in a game. So I played in a game with Amanda like right after that, and um, Amanda made it to merge with me, and she was basically just a number for us. And the other side didn't even know she existed. And at merge, she gets voted out by being the vote against the only other inactive player who somehow had an idol and somehow self voted. And then when the ping for tribal happened, played his idol. So Amanda got idled out by the only inactive player that knew that voting even had ended by the ping and played the idol on the spot. It was so bad.
Boy.
Sucks. Does Amanda still play orcs? Like, I know she debated popping in for this, but I don't know if she still like plays anymore.
I think maybe because I think she messaged me like a couple weeks ago about a Big Brother game that she was in, but I think she really only ever plays Big Brother games.
Hmm.
It seems like
played
considering
since-
she's less strategic, more social. So yeah, I feel like Big Brother actually she probably thrives in. But I never really connected with Amanda, so y'all know way more about her than I do.
I mean, the thing with me, well, see, part of my own downfall was that I trusted Amanda way too much. Because I was like, there is no way. Because had I known Amanda was going to turn on me, I kind of had this inkling in my head, like going back to the round when I got voted out. I had this inkling in my head that I was like, is Amanda turning on me? And I was like, no, Amanda wouldn't do that. Amanda wouldn't turn on me. No, like we're allies. No, and I think it speaks to Amanda's social game that I trusted her that much when she was like no longer on my side at all. And like, I don't know. I wish, like, thinking back to that conversation that I had with you, Mew, about that I forget what it was, but you talked about it in the Rites of Passage. About like me, I basically you were saying like, oh, would you be willing to vote out Amanda? And I don't remember what I said, but I gave a very false, non-committal answer, and
Yeah,
that kind of
you said okay to basically every message after. I think anyone mentioned any of us mentioned Amanda to you. I think that was something. It was something like that.
yeah,
Like,
that
you
was
just-
a shutdown for me, unfortunately, because Amanda was like, I was not going to turn on Amanda, and it was not the same for her. So that was, I think, part of my own downfall.
I think Amanda felt that you like just absolute bottom of your guys' alliance. Well, I think Sherlip had we're just talking to Sherlip. She believed that like she wouldn't be bottom of our alliance.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't. She wasn't
Yeah.
the bottom of our alliance.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like, I genuinely would have gone a lot further with her in the game. She made the absolute smartest decision by flipping when she did.
No, it was that was a great flip. I don't think there's anybody that really flipped that was like absolutely crazy for their game. Like I don't think anyone like really sabotaged a game by flipping somewhere, in my opinion. Just what made it a good season. Like a lot of people were playing like their smartest games that they could play.
Honestly, my mistake was trusting Arlie. My only mistake in this stupid game.
Yeah, like I have a habit, or not a habit. I feel like I'm good at getting people to trust me, but that's because like I suck at betraying people. So me going against me blindsiding Charlotte is like I never do that to anyone. So yeah, it makes sense that no one would have really seen it coming.
That's what makes a great player. And you just did it so coldly. I think like when you voted me out, I was like, nice one, fucker.
I just have never been able to recreate that because like I normally don't have that killer instinct because I just normally don't. That Bora Bora was like the last Survivor game I played for a long time, and then I played another one, and I was by far a much more I don't know how to describe it. Like I played much more emotionally than I did in Bora Bora, which is weird because I was on the Heart Tribe, but still.
I think you actually played really well in Solace.
Shush! This is not the Solace podcast.
I'm just saying, I think you played well there, and I think that you learned a lot from what you did in Bora Bora.
I mean, maybe I don't know. I did a lot of bad stuff that season.
Because I will say, if my vote out doesn't happen, then Majorca does not pan out the same way it did.
That's true, and I think blindsiding you is the only way I get to the end with any win equity. So I knew I had to do it, or else I probably would have just gone out at like 4th or 5th, or I would have just gotten 2nd or 3rd anyway, but like with no equity at all. Well, I did get to the end with no win equity, but that's just because I made the bad thing at 4. But
see, and that was such an interesting move from my end because it was like I knew that even if I survived that vote, the only way I win the game is by winning every immunity challenge.
I mean, yeah, actually, yeah, no, because I was your only competition except Moo. So yeah, you wouldn't. I don't know if you would have really made it to the end there.
You were just at that point. You were just a huge shield for basically everybody in the game. It was like you're like gonna like anytime you lose, basically from here on out, like you're probably gonna go. But I just thought 7 was a little too early for me because I thought I was up there for like huge like threats to win right at that point at final 7. So I was like you just also the fact that you were like basically my closest ally for most of the game. It was like you cannot go home here because that would just absolutely screw up my game, and it also did screw up my game. So
the way I recall it going is that me, Hula, and Jameson, we figured like that we were like on the more of the bottom end of things, so we decided to like. I knew that we could get a 3-2-2 to happen, so I basically was able to convince them to make it happen with me. And I think it was beautiful. I think that's probably it's my favorite thing I've ever done, and I've done a 3-0 idle blindside before, but nothing will ever top the 3-2-2. I can safely say that.
No, it was a great
horrifying.
It was a great move, but it was horrifying to be on the other side of it.
Yeah.
And it makes no sense either, because it was like 2 votes Jameson, 2 votes Hula. Like, neither of them were ever winning.
Well, that was the thing. Like, from my perspective, I think from most of our perspectives, because I think around Final 7, I think like top 3, top 4 of people to win the game were all on our side of the alliance, in my opinion. So it was like we're kind of just doing one more easy vote before we kind of like started to like unfortunately vote out each other at that point.
And that's why I had to turn, because I knew I'm with the people who are going to win at the end, and I'm at the bottom, and I'm also haven't done as much. So my only way out of that situation was to get rid of Charlotte, and then try to get rocks to happen, and then just win immunity.
And believe it or not, from the perspective, I have to say, I think that was also an incredibly intelligent move from Mew for not divulging that they had the idol.
Yes, I was
Because-
actually just about to say that.
Because had they said they had the idol, then we never do a vote split.
Yeah, we would have voted straight away, and then I don't know how the end game happens with that. So
I cannot even say, because, like, we were voice chatting all merge, right? And especially the early merge, we were, like, on the bottom together. And I wanted to tell you guys so bad, but I was like, you can't do this, you can't do this, you have to keep it to yourself.
no, the fact
then
that you
it
kept that
ended
to
up-
yourself is great.
Oh my god.
I think if we know that Moo has the idol, then what probably happens is I probably don't flip because y'all wouldn't have ever done the vote split, and then, or I do flip anyway and it just fucking falls flat on its face, and then I get 6th or 5th.
And then Amanda wins
No.
the season.
No, because I think that even if nobody flips and Hula goes home at 7, I still go home at 6.
If you don't win a minute, if you don't
Exactly.
win a minute,
Like, everybody was all ready to flip on me.
What was the challenge at 6? Because I can probably tell you if I would win against Charlotte.
I have no idea.
I would have to look, but if it's something that actually that might have been categories, and that could just be anything.
No, categories was 7. That was the round I went out.
Oh yeah, because I did win that too.
Let's see. I'll see. If
I know
can find it.
Final 5 was hilarious because I think I actually win if I don't mess up. Yeah, because I got 13 and Moo got 119 because I messed it up, and then
What was the challenge?
Final
at
Final Five was listed all like. Oh, that's not. But that's not what we're talking about.
What
Final
was Final
6.
6?
Yeah, Final 6 here.
Oh, it was Manga Morph. I probably win.
Oh, I absolutely
Yeah.
did not win that.
It was
I
the
win,
mashup, yeah. It was the mashup, the manga mashup.
Yeah,
And
you absolutely do not.
Yeah, because
I-
Hula was the only person who came close.
Well, I just know I'm not good with faces, so I absolutely get destroyed and I get 6th. So I was getting 6th or 7th either way.
Honestly,
I think I don't know. During the game, I don't know if I low key may have been thinking that I would have at Final 5 I was gonna turn on you, not Final 6. So I don't know. I honestly don't know what I was thinking exactly during the game at that point. So like there's a chance like I would have stayed. I would have stayed with you. I think Amanda would have too.
I just remembered Manga Morph is the challenge that I had a mental breakdown during because I was like so frustrated. Like I think I was like texting Nathaniel. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna just get voted out," and then I ended up winning anyway. Because it was so frustrating. It took me over an hour. It took me well over an hour to finish it.
Bro, I got 8. I got 8 total. You got 21.
I got 23 actually.
You got triple my amount. And
how many were there total?
20. I got 23 out of 25.
Oh god, you almost got perfect. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, after complained about it too. I got 8 out of 25. I don't even think I complained about it. I think I just remember. I was like, that's just a regular challenge for me. I'm just awful at these.
but honestly, I think there's a good chance that if Hula goes at the final 7, it could just be the same FTC. Because like Philip goes at 6, Javier still goes at 5, and then maybe Amanda goes at 4, or me or Amanda goes at 4.
I definitely would have probably voted out. I can't say for sure. Actually, never mind. I would have felt so bad voting Amanda that I probably would have voted. I mean, that's why I said the only way I could get Amanda out was by rocks.
Well,
Exactly.
just imagine if Hula goes at 6, or no, if Hula goes at 7, and then you guys still flip anyway, and then at final 6 it's me, Javier, and Amanda, and then you 3 go to rocks.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
It probably it may have just been instead of Hula, it's just like Hula goes at final 7 and then it's Rock. I think Rocks might have happened at 6 again, possibly.
I still wouldn't go at rocks, and I don't think you guys would vote for me at the final 6.
No.
I
we
mean,
probably would have voted one of the other two though.
I wouldn't have had Hula with me to vote you, so I probably wouldn't have voted you.
I would have probably
Um,
voted Jameson or tried to
Yeah.
vote
Yeah, wait,
Jameson.
Jameson goes home at 6.
So I for sure lost at this point. Like, getting Sherlock was the only way I could have won.
I don't
Because
think that's true.
I think I get third. I think I get third no matter what.
I think that helped your. I think it helped your chances to make the final travel voting Sherlock. But I think you still had a chance to make final travel and possibly even win with it. But it's just like it would have just got harder, like much harder.
Yeah.
Honestly, you just win the game if you don't vote out Hula at Final Four.
Yeah. It's. I mean, here's the thing. Like, it was so split down the middle, like in jury. Because I remember, like in jury, it was so split. Like when Final Tribal Council came, because it was
Yeah.
like everyone on one side that was like, everyone on one side was like, okay, we're gonna vote for Arlie. Everyone on the other side was like, okay, we're gonna vote for Moo, and it was just this so split down the middle. And I need to go and actually look at the Final Tribal Council again, but it was so good.
It was
Really?
so good.
I mean, I figured Moo won. I didn't think I was getting any votes at all. I thought it was just going to be a 8-0-0.
You were until Mew did anything. Like going into Final Tribal, like you had it. At least I thought you had it.
I think I was pretty split. Like, let me see if I have any confessions during that time. Like,
And
I think I was split.
I think Hula. I think I have 4 or 5 locked votes if I go against Hula.
Oh, for sure.
I think I have
Me,
I
Amanda.
I think I have Cam, Neb, Zebum, Sherlip, and then
I don't think you
Javier.
have Cam.
I might. I don't know.
Okay, I don't remember, but Cam was either saying I'm definitely voting for Hula or I'm never voting for Hula, and I forget which one it was.
I can't imagine. They didn't really. They were
I think
not in the
Cam
game
was saying
together.
that. I think Cam was saying Cam would never vote for Hula.
Oh no, Cam hated Hula.
So I definitely have 5 locked. Well, Neb probably would have voted. Neb would have done a pity vote.
I'm looking at my thing, and my like voting confessional for basically voting Mill over you is basically, I told you if you won immunity, you would have won when like I went home, and you did, but you took out the wrong person, which is literally what you did. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Against
God,
Hula,
I don't regret it because I think Moo was overall the better person to win the season, like in terms of like story and like game wise. But damn, that would have been my first win ever. I have gotten a win by now, but that would have been my first win in like almost 9 years, and it kind of sucks because that would have been a hell of a season to win. But I also think the season goes down in rankings if Moo doesn't win. Because the Moo Steamroll had to have been a big reason as to why the season was good, at least that high.
The final.
I mean, that
travel
FTC was
probably
great.
helped. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
like
final travel performance just helped it raise like maybe like 1 or 2 in the rankings, possibly.
I mean, we were already like A tier.
Yeah, we were already like I think the season like at that point was already great. There was like no like merge vote except probably my vote that was not like non entertaining. I feel like my vote was the only one that was kind of dull, but the other ones were
Logan
all...
vote, maybe?
The Logan vote
No.
was Logan
There was
voted
the
himself
White
out
Pearl
of the
play.
game. Yeah,
and
Logan
the-
almost voted himself out of the game, and the White Pearl like that combined both of them were the reason why Logan went home.
I don't think I ever get Logan's vote. Like
I don't even. Yeah. I
What
don't know.
happened to him anyway?
yeah, I don't even know. I haven't heard of him in a while.
Because he's not any of the Logans that
There's
still
so
are
many
playing.
Logans.
Oh, he's
He's
literally
online.
He's literally online right now. What are we talking about?
Someone ping him.
Why does
Oh, he
Cayman?
is.
Oh, it's because he hosted. I think I'm assuming
Mhm.
Cayman has access to our channel. Did he even host?
Yes.
Yeah, he did host. That's why he has access. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, looking at the jury, I don't think I get votes. I don't think Amanda votes me just because I didn't talk to Amanda that much.
Remember that merge immunity where we had to find objects that started with the letters of everyone's name that was a host.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking sucked. I hated that.
And half of us fucked it up because we only found the first letter.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember
And
doing
then-
that. I remember I was in like my cafeteria in my university with my roommate, like searching through food items for things that began with the letter H.
I remember like going back and rereading the rules and being like, "Oh fuck, it's not just 5 things, it's like 25 things because it's one for each letter in their name." Cuz they said something about if a letter repeated, and I was like, "Why the fuck would they put if a letter repeated?" Because none of the hosts' letters like repeated. So then I looked and I was like, "Oh shit, we got to do every letter in all of their names." That was a mess. I remember that.
Yeah. So I don't even remember challenges. I remember that season especially. Like, not that I'm great at challenges ever, but that season especially, I was just so bad at them.
That was an amazing, like, I was doing so great, and then I finally lost one, and it was like, oh, momentum is just gone.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, this was like one of my better games I played as well.
I mean, you got player of the season for a reason.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
We don't
fair enough.
talk about All Stars.
I yeah.
Oh, right, you were first boot. Oh,
Bora did terrible that season.
Was that one of the? Cause there was one All Star season that I was a part of after this season that I was on vacation for and just wasn't online enough and got voted
I
out.
think that was it.
Yeah.
This was it. Because
There was another one though, because
yeah, no, I've
remember
definitely
they
been
drafted
first
you.
boot twice. Yeah, no, I've been first boot in an All Star season twice since this season, and one of them I was on vacation during, and the other one I just literally went out. It was the first time here, like where I live, that like in Canada, that the restrictions had gone down for clubbing, and I had never gone clubbing
Oh.
before. So I went out clubbing, and I got a massive hangover, so I didn't go on for about 12, 13 hours, and we were at our first tribal. So, yeah.
That was
That
the
didn't
Yeah,
deal.
that was All Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other tribes were telling us about how you went clubbing instead of playing the game.
There,
Hey, man.
Yeah.
there was a
the-
game.
It was the first time. It was the first time I could ever go out to a club, and I'm like the youngest out of all my friends, so they had all like gone before COVID but I wasn't legal yet, so I was like, I gotta go out.
I think if I'm on All Stars instead of Moo, because like if Moo was actually my alternate and I'm on instead of Moo, I think I'm like first boot or like second boot or whatever, because I would have just been pushing really hard for Joan to go for no other reason than it would have been funny.
Yeah, that would have been
So-
interesting because we had some inactives on our tribe, so that would have been very interesting.
So, Arlie, there's no way we both get on All Stars, though, right?
Definitely not. I don't, because you declined during availability. I declined during availability, but I think I might have been on the cast before I dropped. But also, I don't think I would have played anyway because they would have had to drop me if they wanted Ella on, or drop Ella if
They honestly should have dropped Ella.
Well, in hindsight, yeah, they should have dropped Ella, but
I don't even understand. So, what even happened there?
Ella's been cheating for years, and despite everything, she just never stuck. So, yeah.
Is Ella even really the
Ella?
person that she says she is, or is she like a
Um,
catfish?
I'm pretty sure she's catfish, but I can't confirm anything. That's wild speculation from years ago. So, because I've been around longer than
Ooh.
Ella. I've been around longer than Ella. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've been around. I think I've been around as long, if not slightly longer than you have, but I've only
But-
been in the Discord circle for like 3 years.
and then before the Discord circle, we were all on Facebook. So, but like a different Facebook circle.
Oh yeah, I was the AIM Skype circle.
Yeah.
I know Poteet from way back when.
I hated
Also-
AIM with passion.
Fun fact: I almost was on Macedonia and that would have been fun. But I'm really happy I played this instead because this is probably one of my most fun experiences.
Which
Just the
season
season
was
in
that?
general, yeah, it was fun. Like, I don't know, I usually like seasons where we like are very voice chat heavy, and we were pretty voice chat heavy in this season, which was, I don't know, it just helps makes connections, in my opinion.
I used to like those types of seasons.
What changed?
I think I could have beaten Linus in some challenges, but I was a much worse player at that point.
Also, dang, someone needs to update the wiki because it still has David as the last winner, and I think Wims and Akira have both won since then.
Who the fuck is David?
The winner of Kaloli.
Oh, I'm so
It's
mean.
the
I
David
forgot
you
about
know,
him.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite David too. Damn.
Oh my god.
So mean. He's gonna see this. And probably like one of my favorite people to host, like ever.
Just out of nowhere, who the fuck is David?
I forgot about that season, so I was just confused. I thought that season doesn't feel like a Destino season. I think because Flair hosted it, so it doesn't feel like a Destino season to me, if that makes sense. And it also has people like Keaton, Monty, Alex. It doesn't feel like a Destino season to me.
I think instead of the orange square, you should put like a silhouette in there and just say like revoked or like
Just
one
put-
of those do not enter signs.
Poteet. I think Poteet would look good there.
Tommy, I'm telling you, you got to make Dakota the winner. Please, Dakota is like the best player I've ever hosted.
Tommy will not be making Dakota the winner.
Am I able to edit the front page? Because I'll just okay, I can. I don't have
That was-
permissions. Or
wait.
I would add the winners if I could.
So
add
Netherlands
them.
was after Mallorca, wasn't it?
Yup.
Because I already knew who
And-
Dakota was.
And Dakota got second place, and the only person to vote him was Nathaniel.
I love how Dakota got second and Constantis got fourth, and they were like the two biggest flops in Mallorca.
And Constantis is awful for what he did at the Final Four. I will never forgive him for robbing Nathaniel of the win he deserved.
I forget what he did, but I feel like it was similar to Kira forgetting to vote at the final three.
He purposely self-voted so he could lose to Ella in fire making.
What the fuck?
Yup. It's so unfair. I feel like it's probably one of the worst things I've seen. Anyone. It's such bad sportsmanship, and and Ella was already cheating, so it cost Nathaniel to win like entirely. Because Nathaniel probably would have won, like, I'm assuming unanimously if he gets to the end. Would Ella have won against Nathaniel? I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah,
I mean, no. Ella is a really strong player on paper.
I'm still shocked Nathaniel didn't win Supernova.
I'm not. I love Nathaniel, but Nicole, it's Nicole.
But Nathaniel had like an amazing underdog story.
But it's also Nicole. Nicole
know.
is one of the best players I've ever seen. So it's not surprising. I don't know if Nathaniel wins. Well, it doesn't matter. This is the Destino podcast. I keep
True.
leading us off topic.
Well, we've already like discussed the whole season.
Yeah, so honestly, I'll just leave it with this. Is there any final comments you would like to say for the Bora Bora podcast before we cut it off?
Wait, one
Hashtag
second.
Caveman Cole.
Oh, wait, 1 second. I can tell that some people here would hold back a punch when emotions run hot. So to anyone who cares to be saved, never hold back any emotions. Affection or anger, it's no different. Do whatever without a care for the superficial rules the government uses to control us. Beat up who you want to beat up and hug who you want to hug. Hopefully those are the same people and hope they would do the same for you. Hopefully at least one person viewing this can see the truth I speak and can join me to help break down the walls modern society has put around us from social rules. What the fuck is he trying to say after that?
Or
What?
I think it's or.
From social rules or the drinks and the drugs that I'm guessing it's supposed to say they sell us to cage us inside. Eventually, we will rise above all that and create a world of love for everyone. Love can't exist without rage, and society is trying to cage both. As a speaker of the truth, I know this isn't something you brainwashed minds will be able to comprehend overnight, but as long as this is in your brain, you have the decision to keep living a lie, or accept the truth and be free. He used the wrong accept.
Accept.
Yeah.
Thank you for those kind words. Those were really from the heart. I could tell.
Remember we had we made a couple of memes from the season.
We
Cheryl
put them
made a
all
couple
like
of
the
memes.
inspirational quotes with the landscape
Yeah,
background.
yeah, it was. And also like the one about the Hula photo, because Hula absolutely. Who was Hula blaming again for flipping? Was it Andrew or Arlie? Sorry. Oh,
Yeah, he was all going in on me.
It was
Yeah.
it was the shooting meme, and it was the why would Arlie do this?
it was. No one bought it too, but Hula and the thing was Hula abandoned it like 30 minutes in because Hula realized that we weren't like believing them. But for the first bit, Hula was like, "I didn't flip. No way, I flipped. Are you guys serious? Like what?" It's pretty funny. Then we made some memes and it was good.
Also, preach to all of us for making the DVD cover.
Wait,
We
did we
all-
all made the DVD cover?
Oh shit! No, you didn't.
Oh, poor Zebum. Aw.
It's okay.
Only
I got
good players
8.
make it.
Where is the DVD cover?
It's
I'll
on-
send it.
Hold on. Yeah, okay. I'll let you.
This is hilarious because like if I had just done one thing right, I'm in the front.
Oh, I just sent it like 3 times. Shit.
Yeah.
Wait, who made this? Because we need the Caveman Cole version.
I believe Shane did.
Is there a Caveman Cole version? I feel like there had to have been one made at some point.
Likely
Wait,
not, but
is-
you can always request it.
Wait, Poteet, are you still recording?
Yes.
Okay, I'll wait till after you're done.
Okay. So I guess would anybody else have anything that they'd like to add before I cut it off?
How did I get so many fan favorite votes?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it really is a good question.
That's a
Who
good
won
question.
fan favorite?
It was Amanda, of course.
Oh
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yeah, definitely that makes sense.
And then Cam and I were tied for runner-up.
Wow, Cam? Oh, fair enough, I guess, but
Yeah.
pretty
Fan
early.
favorite, a lot of the time does come down to like who you know as well is a large part of it too.
But that makes it more impressive because I don't think
Because
any of us really
Amanda
knew
was
Amanda.
unknown, Yeah.
Yeah,
Whereas
Cam-
It was
Cam
Amanda's-
and I were probably the most known people. Also, we were 703 partners, so that actually makes it much more fitting that we are the runner-ups.
But there are Destino seasons where pre-mergers have won it or come runner-up because they were known in the community at some level.
Yeah, I don't
Cough,
think,
cough, 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 Ella.
No,
I don't think
won that
anyone-
fan favorite. Thank you.
I don't think anyone
wasn't
knew
she
me.
runner-up? Wasn't she runner-up?
No, she won it and we got revoked and I got promoted.
Oh, I didn't know about that, actually.
So yeah. All right.
Oh, I could tell. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Were you going to say something else that you want on air?
Nothing important.
All right. With that said, let's cut this off. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Destination.